Hello and welcome to this video. We are going to talk about the Nice Bus winter schedules that'll be changing here January 5th, 2025. And as I said in my post, there are some cuts here and some changes going on here with these routes. So the first thing is something I don't disagree with, and that is that because now they have the N31X that goes down Peninsula Boulevard, which runs at similar hours to the Mercy Medical Shuttle, might as well just have the 31X stop at Mercy Medical and replace the Mercy Medical Shuttle. So it says here, larger vehicle with more capacity, frequency improved to 30 minutes. The MMCS routing will be converted to limited stops. To facilitate a quicker ride, the N31X MMCS will use Washington and North Center Street instead of the RVC LARR. Now, there's a bit of a distance between the two, but it's really not that far. So we're going to first go into that first of all here. So this is the Rockville Center train station. So instead of stopping over here, it's going to stop over here. North Center and Washington. Actually, North Center and Washington, right here. So it's going to stop right here instead. So this is the bus stop it's going to stop at. So it's not very far, literally. If you go out the back of the train station, it's right there. The only thing that sucks is if the weather's bad, there's no shelter over there. Whereas there's shelter over here, though the Mercy Medical Shuttle always stopped on the other side, so it's not like there was a shelter there anyway. So it's not a huge inconvenience. All right. N4X added stops at Springfield Boulevard in both directions, and Archer Avenue stops added eastbound at Merrick Road and westbound at 165th Street. So that makes sense right there. All right. This is the other thing that doesn't make sense. The N25 and the N58 are being combined. And they look at it like, well, the 58 is such a short route. And I guess they found that a lot of people are transferring between those two routes. And they say combined between Lynbrook and Merchant Marine Academy, service on Kings Point Road to the pond will be replaced by the N57. N4041, full trips to from Mineola, now designated as N40, which makes complete sense. And overnight Hempstead trips is N41. Then there's going to be a new N40X pilot, which is going to be weekday peak express trips between Freeport and Roslyn via Mineola. So we don't know what the stops are going to be on the N40X. That will be interesting. Right now, they haven't announced that yet. And the N57 is now going to be extended to Kings Point with midday weekday service added. But the thing is, the N57, I don't think that runs on the weekends. So... And then there's something else about the transit app, which I use, and it says the trial period of... I don't know what this mumbo-jumbo means, but if you can explain to me in the comments what it means, I'd appreciate that. It says the trial period of agency-provided access to the transit app's full version ends in February. Nice customers will continue to see the next several line departures at their stop, but the full feature version will require a subscription. So it's saying that basically you would have to upgrade to a full feature version to get all the routes that aren't at your stop. So you could still be able to still say the next several line departures at their stop, but the full fee, I don't know exactly what this means. And honestly, I didn't know that you would need a full feature version because Suffolk County Transit, MTA, and NJ Transit don't. But I guess this is just another part of the plan. Nassau County is making our lives harder. So these are some of the maps here. So you can see here that the Mercy Medical Shuttle will take, I guess, partially. I'm not sure if it's going to go down Peninsula or North Village. I think it's going to go down Peninsula, and then it's going to go down to make the stop at Mercy Medical Center here. All right, so I'm thinking it's going to go like this, go onto Peninsula, and then to stop at Mercy Medical Center. I think you can go from Peninsula Boulevard to stop at Mercy Medical Center. Let me see if you can. I think you can. Let's see. All right, there's an entrance. No, that's a one. What is that? Oh, that's a no. That's not that. Is there a way, or I don't know how it's gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go in here. I guess I don't know where the bus stop is. Oh, right there. So probably we go in this way. Make the right. Stop at this bus stop here. And then go back out. So that's what I'm thinking that's what it would do. And then it's going to go down Graham Avenue. So it's going to follow part of the instead of going straight down Peninsula, it's going to go down Graham Avenue, which is what the um, Mercy Medical shuttle did, and then go up Franklin Street, like the Mercy Medical shuttle. So the other thing here, all right, here's the N57 and N58. So N58, this part here, at the green part, I'm kind of confused here, are updated Great Neck service maps. Okay, so this goes, so the 58 is going to go, N58 is going to go to Merchant Marine Academy, and then the N57 is going down Red Brook to Kings Point Road, which is going to replace this route, the 57. All right, so this is the updated map here. So we have some schedules that have been posted here. Not all of them have been posted. But I'm going to go right off the bat and talk about my biggest gripe with this, and that's the fact that the N25 for me is now going to be unusable on weekday evenings because they reduced the service on the N25 when they come on. So let's first look at the existing N25 schedule. So we're going to look at the existing one. I'll just pull this up here. So this is the existing schedule here. And you will see here in the evening going toward Great Neck, you'll get a trip every half an hour generally. There is a 1 hour gap between 66 and 76, but then it's 8:26, 9:01, 9:36, and 10:11. You're getting half-hourly service at this time, all right? But because they combined these two, all right, so that's the 50, that's the 25. Now the 25 is merged with the 58. So looking at the new schedules here that we have, let's go ahead and look at the new N25 schedules. All right. So here's the new N25 is the old and the new. I'm trying to make them the same size so we can kind of see that there does seem to be, all right, so like what happened here is they reduced service in the evening. So, all right, this is the old. This is the new. All right, so the new schedule here, if you go look at the new schedule, you'll see that it's now hourly after the 8:02 trip. All right, so after the 8:02 trip, it's an hourly service. No more 8:26 trip. And that's a trip that I use. And now what happens is the Babylon train pulls in there 5 minutes before this bus leaves, so it would be a tight connection. So it's pretty much unusable because I have to walk from the bus stop isn't right next to the train station now, as you know, in Lynbrook. They moved it. It used to be because they built that fancy apartment building there. The bus stop used to be right over here off of Langdon Ave. They still have the sign on the Google. This used to be the bus stop, and it was convenient because it was right by the train station. Now, you get off the train, you got to walk all the way over here to catch the bus. The buses do lay over here. You can see there's a bus sitting here. Why don't they put a stop over here? No, they want to make you walk all the way over here instead. So the 25 is pretty much unusual because unusable for me because now the Babylon train, if I'm coming from, say, Belmore, the Babylon train is... so here we go. The Babylon train stops at Lynbrook, stops there at 57. So literally you have 4 minutes to get. There's no way you're going to be able to make it in 4 minutes. You have to run like hell. Why Nice Bus did this? They're trying to screw us, basically. All right, because take a look at the service in the other direction. Southbound service is still every half an hour. They have all these buses coming into Lynbrook. Look at this. A bus every 15 minutes. But they're going out of service instead of doing runs. They're going out of service. They're doing more deadheading. Unless they're going to start another run somewhere else. I don't think so. They're just going out of service. They're just basically screwing us. They're making the service usable for people in Lynbrook, but harder for people in the North Shore in the middle of the island. Well, of course, all part of Bruce Blakeman's plan. His ultimate plan right there. You'll have to put him on the screen at the end of the video because we know he's behind a lot of this stuff. The county's behind a lot of this stuff. I don't think Nice Bus is, but we all know what Erica said in that meeting. She said our winter schedules are based on our fall schedules. She didn't say that these changes were going to occur. So Transdev, obviously, I don't think they're making these decisions. I think the county is making these decisions. Maybe I'm defending Transdev a little too much, but I think the county's behind this. Bruce Blakeman is a very corrupt individual, and so in the case is you're stuck now with hourly service going back from Lynbrook. And true, the buses weren't that. Now they're going to be more crowded, and the times are unusable. I can't. I'm not going to sit in Lynbrook for an hour. So no more N25 for me on weekday evenings. It's now unusable. The weekends also, they changed the time now. 7:47, 8:47 on the weekends going north. That's not a big deal. That hasn't changed too much, actually. The weekends, it's not as much of a problem. But the weekdays definitely are unusable now. And so it's one route. So instead of going to just the Great Neck, now it goes and it does the 58. So it does the 58. The N58, all right? So you can see here it does the N58 and N58 side. Now we're going to have to look at the 58 and see if service was reduced there as well. But you see, going southbound, they get half-hourly service. They get even more than half-hourly service. But northbound, it's less. So they really screwed N25 riders heading back on the weekends, all right? I mean, the weekdays. They really did, all right? Big, big problem, all right? They did this to cut costs. They combined them into one route. It's obvious because Nice always is looking to cut costs. That's the way they operate, unlike the MTA. This is why we were better with MTA Long Island Bus. We had better service. And this is yet another example of it. All right. So let's go ahead and look at now. Let's go ahead and we're going to close these out now that I looked at the 25. And we're going to go and we're going to look at the N58. The current N58 schedule and then the new one that we're going to have coming up. All right. So let's go put this in here. And let's go to the new schedule here. Actually, I should have just kept that on the screen because it's the same schedule. All right. So let's go ahead and look at the 58 schedule. Here's the 58 schedule. Oh, that's not it. Let's close this up. Let's just get this out of here. Here's the current 58 schedule. Obviously, it was assigned they were going to interline them because they put them on the same page. So the 58. The 58 Great Neck 1007. Let's see what the service levels were on the current one here. So they are actually getting later service on the north part. So it is sort of an improvement for the 58 riders. They're getting, Kings Point is going to probably be getting more service now as a result of this. Yeah. Its timings are really the same. Let's see. Pretty much the same. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so 52, 92. All right. Yeah. They are getting... Actually, there was a half-hourly over here, so... they are getting a little more service on the 58, it looks like, at least in the evenings. The mornings... let's see what we got here. Mornings they might be getting... Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking at this wrong. Hold on a sec. All right, this is the old schedule here that I got. Definitely getting later service at night, it looks like. Yeah, they're getting service improvements on the 58. So they're kind of taking away service to give to the Kings Point area and Great Neck. Again, you got wealthier people over there. Not a surprise. A lot of them are big. It's a big Trump area, actually. So Blakeman's behind this, I'm sure. So they're getting a service improvement over there. Looking at the weekend schedule, let's see what we got here. Weekend schedule. Now, weekends, similar levels of service pro. Let's see. All right. So here's the new schedule. They are getting later service. So the 58 is getting improved service, the N58, as a result of this combination. But the southern part of the N25 in the evenings is definitely losing out. So let's go and look at the 57 next. That's the next thing that we've got to look at here, because they combined that. So the 57, well, the 57 isn't combined into anything, but it's a loop. So let's go look at the existing 57 schedule. All right, so the existing 57 schedule, or the 26 and the 57 are on the same schedule. I have a feeling they're into line too. Eventually, maybe they're going to combine these two. But the 57 was originally a rush hour only route. Here, as you could see, only in one. So rush hour only route loop. Now, you're going to have midday service on this route. Only Monday through Friday, though. So it's a loop. It goes up to Kings Pond, and then it goes back. So obviously there's some changes over here, because now some areas that used to get served by the 58 are now served by the 57, which doesn't run as often. Goes to Merchant Marine County. Where is that? Right over here. All right, so this is where the 58 goes, and the 57 goes up here. It's a very wealthy area. I'm really surprised that even a bus even goes up there. Take a look at this area here. I mean, this is how much longer we're going to have a bus over here, but this is the area right here. It's not that far from. It's really not that long of a walk from Merchant. It's like another mile, a little over a mile. And so this is the Red Brook Road. So this is where the 57 is going to go down. But either way, Great Neck is getting improvements to their bus service from this, at the expense of people in Lynbrook that need to go. People need to go back from Lynbrook at night. All right, I covered this long enough. Let's go ahead and look at some of the other schedule changes that we have here on this, because there are some other changes to some of the other routes too that they mentioned. The N4, I know it had a stop added. The 31X. Let's go ahead and look at the 31X next. All right, so they see already they combined it. 31X Mercy Medical Shuttle. Mercy Medical Shuttle. So they're getting like half-hourly service. Now, the existing Mercy Medical Shuttle, I think, only ran once an hour. Let's that. No, it ran every 45 minutes. But they do get a later trip though. So instead of having the last trip out of 6:20, you're getting definitely expanded service hours with this being replaced by the now you get a 7:02 out of Rockville Center. Oh no! You get even later. So yeah, you're getting a expanded service. This is an improvement. This is not a cut. They've improved the service over here by having the 31X, and they probably added 31X trips too as well. So again, improvements for this very, very, very important area here on the South Shore. No surprise there. All right. So let's go now to the. There's some more changes I want to talk about. The 16 also has had some cuts. So let's go ahead and look at that. Which I'm not surprised about. So let's go and look at this. So the 16 here, the current schedule has half-hourly service after 7:35. The new schedule is going to go to every 45 minutes after the 8 o'clock trip. So 8:45 and then 9:30 and 10:30. Then it's hourly, 11:30. The old schedule had half-hourly service in the evening. So they definitely took service away from this route at night. Probably due to declining enrollment at Nassau Community College. Nassau Community College, which I got to make another video about, is being decimated. That's another video. But, yeah, that's, again, because of Bruce Blakeman. So they have cut service on the 16, which I'm not really surprised about. That they reduced the service on it, especially in the evenings. So not really surprised about that at all. Can't say I disagree with it because I've taken it at night and it's pretty empty. After that 8 o'clock trip, it's fairly empty. 24. Let's see if there's been any changes on the 24 at all. It's the other route. I don't have the 22 here, but we can look at the 24. There's a lot of stuff to cover, so that's why when the other routes come up, I'll do another update on that. But let's go ahead and see what's going on with the 24 here and see if anything has changed at all on this. Let's see. All right. I think that looks exactly the same, if anything. If anything, they actually... Oh, no, it's the weekday. No, it's the same. That's the weekday. And let's see. I'm looking at the eastern leg of it. All right. So they did change it. They split the eastern leg off instead of having it over here, where they usually do that. So they did change that. Now, as far as the times go, it seems like there's some timing changes here for the Roosevelt Field to Jamaica leg of things. Minor timing changes in the weekdays. Nothing major. Just minor timing changes, it looks like right now. Just minor timing changes. Saturdays, let's see if Saturdays has seen any timing changes at all. Let's see what we got here. All right. Looks fairly similar. It did make some timing changes. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, they made some timing changes. The schedules is different, but the headways are pretty much the same, I think. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. All right. I'm looking at the Saturday schedule here. It looks like they might have, let's see, reduced service out of Jamaica going east on Saturdays. Let's see if they did. It looks like they might have done that. A little, yeah. Why is this? Okay. All right, 116, 152, 16. They definitely did. Yeah, again, they're screwing in the middle of the island again. So 24, seeing cuts to Jamaica in the service on Saturday. So instead of getting, you still got a bus every half an hour on Saturday. Now it's every 45 minutes out of Jamaica. So, yeah, they cut it from, yeah. So they've done that. Yep, they did that. And then Sundays probably still the same. Let's see what they did with Sunday here. More or less, it looks the same to me. Let's see. Sunday is terrible, too. You only get, after the 6:43 trip out of Roosevelt Field, you're only getting hourly service. Now, currently, on Sunday... Let's see what I'm looking at here. 601, 639, 7, 814, 643, 744. So yeah, they looks like they did take away a trip in the evening between 643, 744. Used to be a 639. That trip's no longer there now. So they took that trip out completely, 639. It seems like they've already reduced the so they've already reduced the amount of short runs that you have available now going to Bellerose on Sunday. Yeah, they already got rid of a lot of them. 712 is now the last short run going eastbound when the old schedule had it at 9 o'clock. So does that mean they cut service from the N1, or they're just deadheading those trips? So let's go ahead and look at the N1. So nice bus, loves to just deadhead stuff, and I guess they decided to deadhead more and screw people. Let's go ahead and look at this. All right, they do have the new N1 schedule, so let's see if they took service off the N1. I mean, they just made that change. What did Erica say again? I'm sorry, I had to put that in the video. No schedule changes. Yeah, right. I don't like being lied to. So I don't like being lied to, but I'm not blaming her personally or even TransDev. I think the county's behind this. So let's go ahead and look at the N1 schedule here. Let's go ahead and look at that. Let's see if they actually reduced service going to the UBS Arena already. If they just did that, added that. So let's go ahead and look at the weekends here. All right, so that's the new schedule. This is the new schedule. So let's go ahead and look at this. Sunday. So let's see. 2 years. No, those trips are still there. They're just deadheading them now. Instead of having them become 24s, they're just deadheading them. Yeah. That's all. If anything, they may be getting more service. Later service here. So, yeah. It's just another part of everything going on. Just another part of the plan, you know. This is all about making life harder for those of us in the middle of the island, while a certain demographic in their rich enclaves get better bus service for their economies, because they want to kill the economy in this area. That's what it's all about. Let's go look at the 71, because I think they reduced service on that too. So let's go ahead and look at that. All right, let's go to the PDF. All right, this is the old schedule on the 71. So weekdays, they were getting half-hourly service on it. Now, it's only hourly. See, it's less than even hourly. This is the Monday through Friday, so they cut. Yeah, look at this, 358, 522. Might as well just get rid of the whole route already. I mean, yeah, they cut service on that too. Yep. I'm not surprised because it's redundant. I don't understand the whole purpose of the 71 at this point. I really don't. I think it's going to be eliminated, especially with the Sunrise Mall dying. I know there's some people that get up off in that area by Carmen's Road, but they could take the S1 too. It's not that long of a walk. So, but yeah, another cut right there in service. And then the weekends, still. Does it even run on the weekends now? Oh, no, it still runs on the weekends. But they definitely reduced the weekday service. After they just improved it, they reduced it. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Yeah. So let's go ahead and look at some more routes here. The schedule changes. Let's see. Let's see if the 4 has any changes here. Oh, yeah. We can't even load the 4 because that's the only thing that comes up right now. I already looked at the 15. I don't see any changes on that. I already looked at a lot of these other routes. I think the 54, 55 has some changes, so go ahead and look at that, and then I think that's going to wrap things up. All right, so let's go ahead and look at that. Nope, don't do that, computer. PDF. All right. Let's see what they did over here. All right, this is the old schedule. Let's go look at the new one. See if there are any changes. All right. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the 48, 49, right? All right. So let's see. Old schedule had out of Hempstead at a trip every half an hour. The new schedule. Yeah, after 8 o'clock, it goes to 8:45. And actually, they added service, I think. Yeah, after the 7:35, there was an hour gap. 7:35, 8:26. They actually added service. So it looks like they actually added some service here to this route here on the weekdays here at certain times. So it looks like they did actually add some service on this route. Let's go and look at the 54-55, however. All right, so this is the new 54-55 schedule. They did change the times a little bit. Actually, did they change the times? Yes, they did. They made them a little bit later out of Amityville now. I guess to allow better connection with Suffolk County Transit. Still have half-hourly service. Yeah, still have half-hourly service on that. On the weekdays. Let's go and look at the Saturdays, because I think the Saturdays they got rid of some 54 trips. So let's go ahead and look at that. Saturday, Sunday. Let's see what we got here. All right, so this is the current one. Let's see if there's any change. There may not be any change here. Some timing changes, perhaps, but all right, they did make some changes. Okay, all right. So Saturday, the last 54 going toward Hempstead was 5:35. No, this is the current. 5:35, and the last. It's the same. It's the same schedule. Very similar. Yeah, very similar. Yeah, I don't see any differences. Oddly enough, they got a 54 at 11 on Saturday. Yeah, that's always been there as well. All right. So no real changes for the 54-55. It looks like that's similar. I sort of thought that's pretty much all I go over. There weren't any changes on the N80 or 19 or any of those, and I don't really have the other ones to look at right now, like the 22. But we will go ahead and look at those when they do come in. But that is going to wrap up this video here. And of course, there's the Mini as well. And because they've now phased out the Mercy Medical Shuttle, I think that some of those vehicles will probably be maybe added to a new Mini zone, perhaps. But that's the update I have for you. Obviously, I'm not happy about some of these changes. Taking service away from the middle of the island, never a good idea, but this is all part of the plan to ruin the middle of the island, so it's not really a surprise. So that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching.